Okay, I'm in my front yard. I wanted to show my sand painting and my apacheta really quickly. So there is my sand painting, what's left of it, and that is my apacheta. So the apacheta is, whoa, sorry. The apacheta is like an acupuncture point on the earth to draw energy down. And my sand painting, I just wanted by my apacheta this month. A lot of it has blown away, so it's not all how it used to be, but my 3 stones are still sitting there cooking. Show them the last time. Got some beautiful flowers popping out. Okay, we're gonna go inside and talk about the breath of fire. Okay, I'm back in my Reiki room, and I wanted to share about the breath of fire. Been wanting to make this video for a while, and I finally have some time this afternoon. So again, that was my sand painting in the front yard, and my apacheta, which is just a rock pile of rocks, really. There is a rhyme and reason to the formation, but it's been there for a few years, and some flowers have grown up through it now. But I let them. I don't pull them out. So the breath of fire. For this meditation, I usually sit cross-legged on the floor, and in a lot of meditation and yoga, it's tradition to put your left heel up against your perineum and to have it stop the energy flow, to keep your energy within you and to not let any of it leak out into the earth. And our root chakra, the perineum right there, is a place that one of the places where we can leak energy. This meditation, however, you do not do that. When you sit cross-legged, you make sure that your perineum, that space, is connected directly to Pachamama, because you're going to be drawing energy up from the earth and you don't want anything blocking. So no heel to the perineum. It's completely touching the earth, the ground, the carpet, whatever it is that you are, a pillow, cushion, whatever it is you're sitting on. So first position, namaskar, hands together in prayer out the chest. And then just drop into your center place, your center space, and get very centered. The first thing that we're going to do is open our Viracocha, which is our 8th chakra, which is our personal sun. Everyone has one. Our 8th chakra relates to our soul, and our 9th chakra relates to our spirit. So once you're centered and you have that feeling, then you raise your arms gently up into the 8th chakra. 7th chakra is about right here. 8th chakra is about that high, above her and upwards. So namaskar hands up into the 8th chakra, and I'll tip back. I typically turn my hands like that and open it this way. So my hands go like this and then open. And what we're doing is reaching up into our beautiful 8th chakra, that golden sun, and stretching it into a beautiful golden bubble around yourself. And you stretch it all the way down into Pachamama, all the way down through the floor into the earth. Anchor that little bubble of golden light around yourself. My daughter's monologuing. I might have to pause and go see what she's doing. So that's the next step, is opening our Viracocha, creating our sacred space around ourselves. And then coming back to prayer pose, namaskar, hands at the chest. And the first step with our hands, we're going to cross them and then just point these 2 fingers. So all the fingers are crossed except the index fingers. So this is the hand position. And now you're going to make this hand position behind your back so that your hands are actually pointed down to the ground. Can't really do it. And your pointer fingers are going to be touching the earth behind you. So that's the position. Tall spine, erect spine, pointer fingers pointing into the earth. And we take a cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then the rapid breath starts. And it goes like this. You're going as fast as you can in and out through the nose. In yoga, in classes I've taken, they've said, think belly in, belly in, belly in. It's a forced exhale. And the inhale happens naturally without effort. So the exhale is forced out, and then the inhale just happens naturally. So it's a rapid breath. And what you're doing is creating a fire in the solar plexus area of your stomach. So the goal is to do about 150 of those really quick breaths, in and out, in and out, in and out. I don't always get to 150 before I'm just done, because the point isn't to make yourself dizzy. The point isn't to get lose consciousness with your breath. The point is to stay present and connected. And maybe that's 50 breaths, maybe that's 60 or 100, whatever that is for you. That doesn't take it to, you're not forcing any of this. If you are having to force yourself to breathe, you're doing too much. And then if you do this every day, which granted, I am not perfect at doing it every day, you build up to where you will be able to do 150 breaths, and you won't have to count it. Your body will just know. And then the next part, after you have done 100 or however many of the rapid fire breaths, then you're going to do a cleansing breath again, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then 3 quick breaths in and hold. You're going to hold that breath. Again, hands are still behind the back, and you're holding your breath. And now you're going to draw in energy from Pachamama. That's when you intentionally bring that energy from the earth through your root chakra. And then this is the part that I've kind of added on. It's the infinity loop within your body. So you're drawing the energy up through your root chakra. Imagine that energy running up the back of your spine, up until it gets to the medulla oblongata in your neck, and it crosses to the front. Another important piece is that your tongue is sitting on the roof of your mouth. It is making that connection the whole time. So the energy, you're drawing up your back, it's going to cross to the front through the tongue, make the connection up the front of your head, back down the back of your skull. It's going to cross your neck again, and now the energy is going to run down the front of your spine through your perineum. You're just making that loop, and then back up your spine. So sideways, it looks like a figure 8. That's how I see it. Maybe you have a better way of envisioning it, but it's the infinity loop of energy. And every time that energy passes through your perineum, you are going to pull more energy of the earth up into you. And so you do that for however long you can hold your breath. You've got the 3 breaths in. The point is not to be uncomfortable. The point is just to hold it to your comfort level. And again, as you do it more often, your ability to hold your breath will increase. So when you've finished that, you gotta breathe. You let it go. Have a cleansing breath, and then your hand position's the same, but it's going to go this time up to the sky. You're going to reach up as high as you can, like that. Up, stretch up to draw down the energy from Father Sky. And you're going to do the same breath, cleansing breath in. So I tend to do it more shallowy. It's not, the point is it's a rapid breath, whatever that looks like for you. There doesn't have to be a lot of movement or a lot of sound, but the point is it's in, out, in, out, in, out. It's quick, and that you're building up that fire within your body. You're building up the energy. So when you get to however many breaths, 50 to 150, you're going to stop. Do your cleansing breath and your 3 quick breaths in. And hold that breath. While you're holding your breath, your arms stay up. You're going to draw the energy from the Father Sky in through your crown chakra. This time, while you're holding your breath, you're going to pulse. At the same time, you're going to pulse your perineum. So that space between the genitals for women, it's really pretty easy to find. When we pee and you stop the urine, that's your perineum. That's what you want to pulse. That is the muscle. It's also used in orgasm too. So that's what you're pulsing. You're drawing the energy down in that exact same loop. It's going to come down the back of your skull, cross to the front, down the front of your spine. When it crosses through the perineum, you're going to draw up earth energy because you've already made that connection with the first round of breathing. So draw up earth energy, and it's going to run back up your spine, cross to the front. The tongue is touching the roof of the mouth to make that connection. The energy runs up again, and as it gets to the top, you're going to pull more energy down as it runs down, and you're going to just marriage that energy of the earth and the sun. And do that while you're pulsing your perineum as long as you can hold your breath. Again, you're not forcing anything. So that's round 1. And then you have your cleansing breath out. When you've finished that loop and you can't hold it anymore, let it out. Hands go behind the back. Fingers touch the earth. And you take a nice cleansing breath in. And then start the rapid breath right up. In, out, in, out, in, out. Until 150 or however many you are going to do. 1 cleansing breath out. 3 short, quick breaths in. Hold, pulse the perineum, circulate that energy. Pull the energy from Mother Earth up the back of the spine, across the front of your head. Pull the energy down from Father Sky as it goes back around your head, crosses at the throat, and comes back down the front. So it's that beautiful infinity loop that's going in a figure 8 in your body. And then again, when you can't hold your breath any longer, let it out. Hands come up in front, they go up to the sky, and do it all again. Rapid breathing for 150 counts, cleansing breath, 3 quick breaths in, pulse the perineum, circulate the energy. Now you've done 2 rounds. Last round, do it again behind the back, the rapid breathing for 150 breaths or however many. Cleansing breath out, 3 short breaths in, hold, pulse perineum, mix that energy, and then the last time with the hands above the head, to the rapid breathing and then a cleansing breath, and then the 3 quick breaths in, pulse your perineum, circulate the energy till you can't hold your breath any longer, and then release it all. Hands come back down in front of your chest at Namaskar. And then if you're going to continue to meditate, I usually put my hands like this or like this and rest them on my thigh. And if you desire, you can continue looping that energy. You just don't have to do the rapid breathing or the hand positions. Sit however long you want to sit in meditation. When you are finished, again, bring hands to Namaskar at the chest. And then we want to close our Viracocha, the beautiful golden light we've put around ourselves. So this time you start with your hands down. Reach down toward the earth. Find the edges of your beautiful bubble of light and then bring them up. You're bringing your arms up together in the same way you had them when you went up to open your Viracocha. And then as you bring it down, pull some of that beautiful sunlight into your crown chakra, your third eye, your throat, your chest, your solar plexus, sacral, and root. So when you close your Viracocha, you're basically doing the same thing that you did to open it, just the opposite way. And then I always just bring some of that golden light into my chakras, and then I'm done. When I'm doing a longer set, like yoga poses, I'll do the yoga poses first, and then the breath of fire, and then meditation at the end. So it takes about an hour, but breath of fire can be done as quickly as 10 minutes. Or, if you want to do more than 3 loops, doing them in multiples of 3 is what I was taught. So you would do 3 or 6 or 9, depending on how much time you have. So yeah, that's what I like to do. That's what I did when the moon is in my sun sign. Out in front, my front yard, I showed you my little apacheta and my sand painting to start with. That's what I did this past week, and that's what I try to do as a daily practice, the breath of fire, but especially this month I haven't been super great at it. So I've got some work to do myself to get back in that routine of every day sitting in with the breath of fire. I meditate every day, but I don't always go through that formal breath of fire. So I will leave the comment section open this time. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. I know it was quick. There are a lot of people that demonstrate the breath of fire. Some I have seen incorporate the infinity loop, and some don't. So there's a lot of people out there that practice this too, and I've just found it to be a very beautiful and helpful way to connect to my higher self, spirit, however, whatever you want to call that you're connecting to, where your inspiration comes from. This will help you make that connection just a little bit clearer, stronger. All right, thanks for listening. Namaste.